Hello there and welcome to another episode of Q&A with myself. I'm Clément and I'm your host, and today I'm going to be answering the following question. How do I get motivated to work out? To work out. I know this is a different type of subject for what we usually talk about, but the reason why we're talking about health and fitness, and we're going to be doing it more often from now on, is because health and fitness is a really important element of the relationship that we have with ourselves. If we're able to keep ourselves in shape and stay healthy, then we have a lot more self-confidence, self-love, and we just feel better overall. So let's talk about this. How do I get motivated to work out? I read this, I see this everywhere I go. When I used to train, you don't know everything about me. I used to be a trainer. When I used to train people, that was one of the biggest challenges, how to motivate themselves to get to the gym. So I'm going to talk about this for a while. It might be a bit of a long Q&A, but let's see how it goes. And remember, before I begin, motivation is just one aspect of getting yourself to the gym. There's actually quite a few things to take into account. So I'm going to try and cover those now in this content. The first category of information I want to share is about mindset. Mindset. It's everything. Your mindset is everything, not just in working out, not just in getting to the gym, but in life, when it comes to your professional life, when it comes to your family life, any kind of personal endeavors. Mindset is key. Any situation you come across, it's all about mindset. So if you haven't made yourself clear on why you're doing what you're doing, that would be the first place to start. The first place to start, get clear on why you're doing this. So you want to go and work out. Why? Is it to lose weight? Is it to improve stamina and fitness? Is it to feel better? Is it to reverse disease or prevent disease? Maybe you want to get more muscular or look stronger or be more defined and lose fat because you want to be more attractive to the opposite sex. Maybe you want to prove that you're capable, right? You want to beat some records or, compete. And those are all really good reasons to work out, but you just have to get clear on which one's yours or which ones are yours. And if you've not found yet the drive, right, to go and do the things that you want to do, it means that you haven't set those things as a priority for you yet. And there's a reason for that. Maybe this is something to do with, as is mentioned in neurolinguistic programming quite often, maybe your identity at the moment isn't aligning with the identity that you need to have in order to be that kind of a person. And it's so difficult to shift ourselves in our behavior if we're not yet identifying with that future version of ourselves. So a really cool trick is to already feel, think, and do as the person you want to be would feel, think, and do. It's a hack, and you have to be creative and imaginative for that. But essentially, if you keep doing things the way that you believe they should be done now, you're never going to get to that future version of yourself, because that future version of yourself doesn't do things that way, right? The next category is what's getting in your way. What obstacles are there? What's stopping you? Are you being distracted too easily? Are you telling yourself lies about why you can't do these things? Do you have other responsibilities? Let's think about the first one. Let's think about the distractions. So here's a really simple one. I used to work at this station with a PS4 at the side, and they were both connected to the same laptop, same monitor, right? So whenever I kind of felt like, okay, I'm going to take a break, I might stick the PS4 on and just play around for a while. Big mistake, because as we all know, it's very addictive to play those kinds of games, and what you want to be 30 minutes turns into an hour. So I took the PS4 and I put it in a different room. And now I am much less likely to do that, and I'm much more likely to actually go ahead and follow through with the work that I need to do. So you are designing your environment to be as least resistant or have as little friction as possible in you reaching your goals or being the kind of person you want to be, being productive as you want to be. If you want to work out but your gym is too far away, you've subscribed to the wrong gym. If that's the only gym in the area, maybe what you can do is you can buy some equipment and put it at home and work out in the driveway. If you're just starting out, then that's all you need. You don't need the heavy, massive weights at the gym. You don't need a gym membership yet. You need to just get started. You could even go for a run. If it's just fitness and overall kind of weight loss, then you don't even need the equipment. You can just start now. You can run around the block. I know it's not the same. Maybe gym's nice because there's some social element to it as well. But listen, this is a way to remove that friction from you having to travel all the way to that gym. And the reason why I'm saying this is because sometimes I feel like my gym's too far away. That's why I have stuff in the driveway. That's why I can work out at home, because I've bought the equipment. And so if I don't feel like going to the gym one day, then I'll just work out from home. So you see how that can be really important. Like, just design your environment, make it conducive to you reaching your goals. All right, what about, are you telling yourself lies why you can't do it? Maybe you've kind of created this idea that it's better to be comfortable than it is to be pushing yourself to your limits of the comfort zone. And we all do this all the time. So whenever there's a new challenge or something difficult that we have to achieve, we can very easily convince ourselves why it's better not to do it. There's 100,000 reasons why. But that is an unconscious thing most of the time. And we have to be aware when that's happening. We have to notice when those thoughts are popping into our head so that we can combat them, we can counter them. We can only do that if we're self-aware. So pay attention to the thoughts that are going through your head. Rationalize with them. Figure out, like, is this true? Is it really true that I'm too tired to go to the gym? You can trick yourself into thinking you're tired. It's not true. It's not true. Get in the car, go take the bus, whatever. Just do it. Once you start, the fatigue will go away because it probably was just a figment of your imagination anyway, just part of your defense mechanism for keeping you in your comfort zone. Do you have any other responsibilities? Well, if you're a parent and if you have 3 jobs, I'll understand why it's difficult for you to motivate yourself to work out. I really will. But even then, there is time that you would be doing something else. Even just 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, doesn't matter. Anything that's enough to get started, to make you get on your way to breaking the sweat. There's something that you can shift, reprogram in your schedule to allow you to have that time for yourself, working out and working on your physical fitness. I know you've committed to things before, right? That were difficult. You've committed to studies. You've committed to a partner or a wife or a husband. You've committed to having values and principles and upholding them for yourself, for the community. Very difficult things to commit to that. And so there's no reason why you can't commit to this as well. All right. The next category is motivation, which is really what we're talking about with this question. So what I do is if I want to motivate myself, okay, here's what I do. Now that I know what I want, okay, I want to look stronger, I want to look more attractive to the opposite sex. That's one of the major reasons why I work out. So I would find inspirational role models who already have like physiques that I'm interested in, or not that I want to have, but just seem to be able to do the kind of work that I'm trying to do. And so I would look at like fitness models. I would look at people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, just people with really, really impressive physiques that I could kind of get some interesting advice from, or just kind of feel motivated when I watch them in the gym. You feel like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like I want to do that. And once you know who it is that you're using as a role model, you can find people like that. You can find their content, whether it's a book, an audio book, whether it's a video on YouTube, Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's a movie that they did, right? Because some of these are celebrities, some of these are actors and actresses. And you can consume that content regularly. In fact, I would consume it every day. That's the next point I want to make, is like, put it in the calendar, right? Set your workout every single day at a certain time and just put it in there anyway. Even if you feel like it's going to change, just put it in the calendar and try to keep it like that. And then just before you're supposed to get to the gym, make a reminder to consume the content, maybe like 30 minutes before. Maybe do like 30 minutes or 15 minutes of content consumption, of just you really getting inspired by watching, reading, listening to someone who you want to be like in a certain way. Okay, that helps me a lot. Know the benefits. This is another really, really powerful motivation, is to know what the benefits are of doing what you're doing. And look, there's loads of benefits to having a physical fitness. It controls your weight. You know, it can help prevent or reverse illness. You know, conditions anywhere from the common cold to cancer. You can actually affect them with physical fitness, because your body's like reorganizing itself. It's becoming stronger in its immune response. The hormones are balancing out. You're getting better hydration, better circulation. So many benefits to it. It can improve your mood. So the release of the endorphins, the release of the stress from your system really can improve your mood to the point where you feel a lot more focused, a lot more happy, energetic, creative. It boosts your energy levels, like I said. So by doing that, by releasing the stress, you free up your energy to move more freely within your body, right? Whether you believe in that kind of thing or not, it's a fact. And when you do work out, it also improves your sleep, which means that if you get a better quality sleep, then you're gonna get more focus and better productivity during the day because you've rested better. So you see how all of this like ties up? It improves your sex life. When I talk to couples or individuals who are having problems with their sex life, I ask them, do you work out? And if their answer is no, I say, look, you gotta give that a shot. You gotta try it, because maybe that's the reason why. Maybe your body's just out of whack, out of balance, and you need to reset it physically. So lots of benefits to working out. Get really clear on those, and you'll start to be able to shift your motivation towards doing the things that you want to do, doing the things you know you need, doing the things you need to do. The last category that I want to talk about is being realistic but ambitious. So one of the biggest challenges we have is pace. We want to run into things head first, especially if they're difficult, because we feel like if we do, we're not going to give ourselves any chance to be able to back out of them. But when it comes to this, that can be a bad idea, right? Working out is something that works best when you do it gradually. So one of the biggest challenges is pace. And as a result, just take it slow. There's no rush, okay? Don't rush into this. Take it slow. Just go to the gym, put your foot through the door, tell yourself, I'm gonna stick around, see what happens. And slowly but surely, you'll start to get on the train and you'll be committed to it within no time, and you'll be doing it within no time. Don't deny yourself food if you don't want to. If you're a foodie, continue to eat the foods that you like, because if you take them away from yourself, what's the point, right? What's the point? Just eat them in moderation, like I said before, and you should be able to stay on track a lot easier. I hope that this has helped you. There's a lot of content there, and as you can see, I'm kind of starting to wind down now because this is longer than usual. So please do let us know if you found that useful. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you have some suggestions on things you want me to talk about in the future regarding health and fitness, I can do that all day long. Like I'm pretty knowledgeable about these things. So also leave a comment. Get in touch with me through my DMs. I'm always happy to talk to you. And thank you for listening and watching. See you on the next one.